capital of Thailand, Bangkok has captivated visitors for centuries, with a vibrant street life, elaborate royal palaces and iconic Buddhist temples. There is a healthy variety of sights to see in Bangkok, making it a unique destination suitable for every type of traveler on any type of budget. This city is also a draw for thousands of foreigners who prefer its affordable cost of living, a stable economy, the relative ease of doing business, plus the vibrant culture and warmth of Thai people. Bangkok is located on the delta of Chao Phraya River, about 40 kilometers from the Gulf of Thailand. The metropolis is a bustling, crowded city, with temples, factories, shops and homes juxtaposed along its roads and canals. The name Bangkok, used commonly by foreigners, derived from a name that dates to the time before the city was built, the village or district of wild plums, Bang and Makok. The Thai call their capital Krang Thep, but this is just a shortened version of the actual name, which consists of 169 characters. Since I can't pronounce the full name, I can only show it to you. That's the world's longest place name according to the Guinness World Record. The Asian investment boom in the 1980s and 1990s led many multinational corporations to locate their regional headquarters in Bangkok. The city is now a regional force in finance, business and culture. Most of the area was originally swampland, which was gradually drained and irrigated for agriculture by the construction of canals, which took place from the 16th to 19th centuries. The city has grown from its original center along the river into a sprawling metropolis surrounded by swaths of suburban residential development. The highly populated and growing cities of Nonthaburi, Phaket, Rangsit and Samut Prakan are effectively now suburbs of Bangkok. Modern Bangkok has undergone explosive growth, which the authorities have attempted to direct by means of a series of master plans since the 1960s. The city center, formerly enclosed by a wall, has long been densely developed. Later expansion has sprawled outward well beyond the administrative boundaries into the surrounding agricultural areas. Some districts have evolved into functional units, as the inner city has become more institutional and commercial, and the outer city more residential and industrial. Bangkok's historic center remains the Ratanakosin Island in Phra Nakhon district. It's the site of the Grand Palace and the City Pillar Shrine, primary symbols of the city founding as well as important Buddhist temples. In contrast with the low-rise historic areas, the business district on Si Lom and Sathorn roads teems with skyscrapers. It is the site of many of the country's major corporate headquarters, but also some of the city's red light districts. The Siam and Ratchabarasong areas are home to some of the largest shopping malls in Southeast Asia. Thailand is the only Southeast Asian country never to have been colonized by European power. During the so-called Age of Empires in the 19th century, when European nations went rampaging across the globe on a path of domination, Thailand's strategic location acted as a buffer between France, Indochina and Burmese, and the Indian colonies of Britain. Having a natural independent nation between them was so desirable that it ensured Thailand was never subject to a full-on military invasion. The political system of Thailand is a hereditary constitutional monarchy with elements of dualism. The monarch is the king of Thailand. The Thai love and revere their king, and it's especially hard to miss this fact in Bangkok. Posters and pictures of the royal family adorn many public walls in the city. If you are in a BTS station at 8 a.m. or 6 p.m., you might see the extraordinary sight. Everyone suddenly stopping to stand at attention for the twice daily recital of King's Anthem. However, you may not realize that it's also played before any movie, play or cultural performance. There are strict laws regarding this as well. It's illegal to not stand up while the anthem plays or to laugh at his picture or make fun of him as well. Bangkok is faced with multiple problems, including congestion and especially subsidence and flooding, which have raised the issue of moving the nation's capital elsewhere. The idea is not new. In the 2000s, the administration of Thaksin Shinawatra developed a plan to move the capital to the province of Nakhon Nayok. The 12/11 floods revived the idea of moving government functions from Bangkok. Bangkok's coastal location makes it particularly vulnerable to rising sea levels due to global warming and climate change. There are fears that the city may be submerged by 2030. Bangkok is popular all year round, but the most comfortable time to visit is from November to March. That's when the temperatures will be more manageable for exploring the city. The city experiences three seasons: hot, rainy and cool. Although temperatures are fairly hot throughout the year, ranging from 77 Fahrenheit in the cold season in December to 86 Fahrenheit at the height of the hot season in April. The mean annual rainfall totals 1,500 millimeters, most of which falls in brief torrential downpours during the late afternoons of the rainy season, which lasts from mid-May through September. The dry season lasts from December to February. Mean monthly relative humidity varies from a low of 60% in the cold season to more than 80% during the rainy season. The city of Bangkok has a population of 10 million. The population outstanding demographic characteristics its use. Roughly 2/5 of the residents are under 20 years of age. Most of the city's population are ethnic Thais. The Chinese are by far the largest minority, but there are sizable communities of other Asians, North Americans and Europeans. Despite their small size, the foreign communities tend to live in certain areas. The Chinese concentrate in the commercial area of Sampeng. Indians gather around mosques in the Wang Burapa section, and the Western and Japanese communities reside in the affluent modern eastern section of the city. Although the Portuguese who settled during the Thornbury period have ceased to exist as a distinct community, their past is reflected in Santa Cruz Church on the west bank of the river. Likewise, Assumption Cathedral on Chareong Krung Road is among many European-style buildings in the old Farang Quarter. The majority of the city's population is Buddhist, 93%. Other religions include Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Sikhism. Bangkok is a very liberal place in terms of sexuality and tolerance toward gender identity. Don't be surprised if you are faced with not 2 toilet doors, but 3. Along with the usual male and female washrooms found everywhere, Thailand was one of the first countries in the world to introduce a third gender option for transgender men, commonly known as ladyboys. The option is rare and it's unlikely you will encounter such a toilet situation, but they are out there and you never know where one might crop up. The official language in Thailand is Thai. The complex curved script and unfamiliar sounds may be overwhelming, but don't worry. Thanks to the massive tourism industry, many people in Bangkok speak English, and even when they don't, big smiles and genuine friendliness means you will find it relatively easy to get around and communicate with people. Savadi Krip, translated as hello or greetings, is a phrase you will hear countless times every day throughout Thailand. This word was only introduced into the Thai language in the 1930s by a professor of Chulalongkorn University. Prior to 1930, the most common way to say hello in Thailand was to say Din Kyu Leo Ruyang, which translates to have you eaten yet? Bangkok is the economic center of Thailand and the heart of the country's investment and development. There are manufacturers in the metropolitan area, but most operate on a small scale. Larger plants are located in the vicinity of the port, near the warehouses that store imported materials. Manufacturing is chiefly confined to food processing, textiles, the assembly of electronic equipment, and the production of building materials. Wholesale and retail trade is the largest sector in the city's economy, contributing 24% of Bangkok's gross provincial product. It's followed by manufacturing, real estate, renting and business activities, transport and communications, and financial intermediation. Bangkok alone accounts for 48% of Thailand's service sector. Tourism has increased greatly and is now a major source of revenue in Bangkok. Bangkok is home to the headquarters of all the Thailand's major commercial banks and financial institutions, as well as the country's largest companies. Many multinational corporations base their regional headquarters in Bangkok due to the lower cost of labor and operations relative to other major Asian business centers. Income inequality is a major issue in Bangkok, especially between relatively unskilled lower-income immigrants from rural provinces and neighboring countries, and middle-class professionals and business elites. This is one of the facts about Bangkok that will surprise most people, especially those that have visited the city and not experienced the high society side of life. Thailand has over 70,000 millionaires and Bangkok is home to approximately 95% of those millionaires, so you can now see why it is known as a millionaire capital of the world. The Thai baht is the official currency of the Kingdom of Thailand. A fun game you can play when visiting temples in Bangkok is trying to find the locations of all those pictured on Thai baht coins. All the temples stamped on the back of Thai coins are in Bangkok and it's possible to see them all in a single day. The city has long been the portal of entry of Western concepts and material goods which have been adopted and blended with Thai values to various degrees by its residents. Distinct feature of Bangkok is ubiquity of street vendors selling goods ranging from food items to clothing and accessories. Although they take up pavement space and block pedestrian traffic, many of the city's residents depend on these vendors for their meals, and the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration's efforts to curb their numbers have largely been unsuccessful. In the Chatuchak district of Bangkok, the world's largest weekend market is held every Saturday and Sunday, with more than 15,000 stalls which sell pretty much anything and everything. The market pulls in around 250,000 people every weekend. Traditional Thai art, long developed within religious and royal contexts, continues to be sponsored by various government agencies in Bangkok. Various communities throughout the city still practice their traditional crafts, including the production of home masks, alms bowls, and classical musical instruments. Bangkok's contemporary art scene has slowly grown from relative obscurity into the public sphere over the past 2 decades. Khon and other traditional dances are regularly performed at the National Theatre and Salachalarimkrug Royal Theatre, while the Thailand Cultural Center is a newer, multi-purpose venue which also hosts musicals, orchestras and other events. The residents of Bangkok celebrate many of Thailand's annual festivals. During Songkran on 13 to 15 April, traditional rituals as well as water fights take place throughout the city. Sanam Luang is the site of the Thai Kite Sport and Music Festival, usually held in March, and the Royal Plowing Ceremony which takes place in May. Beyond the tourist sites, Bangkok is perhaps best known for its street food markets and roadside vendors. Thai food classics such as Pad Thai, Som Tam, and Tom Yum are available just about everywhere. Massaman curry, a specialty in Thai cuisine that has been named the best food in the world by both foodies and international news outlets. When you travel in Bangkok, Thailand's famous street food culture surrounds you, and there are more dishes than you could possibly sample in one lifetime. Many tourists choose to visit the floating markets of Bangkok along the canals in the Thonburi district. It's like stepping back in time hundreds of years. In the floating market, a variety of foods and merchandise are sold daily from boats on the canals near Wat Sai. Formerly, several such markets and innumerable door-to-door floating vendors served the daily needs of the city's residents. There is a wonderful gourmet spot in Bangkok called Royal Dragon. This institution is one of the 10 largest restaurants in the world. It can accommodate more than 4,000 guests at the same time. The Red Bull energy drink can be found throughout the world and was the pioneer of what is now a multi-billion-dollar power drink industry. But few people know that this caffeine and sugar concoction has been a popular brand in Thailand since 1976, when it was created by Kaleo Yovidya, a man with little formal education who had moved to Bangkok from central Thailand to seek his fortune. At the time of his death in 2012, he was reportedly the third richest man in Thailand with an estimated wealth of $5 billion. It must be said that he received quite a bit of help from Austrian businessman Dietrich Mateschitz, who regularly traveled to Bangkok for business in the 1980s and would drink Red Bull as a cure for jet lag. They became partners and modified the taste for the Western market. The original syrupy mixture is a fair bit different from the carbonated version. Try them both and decide which you like more. Bangkok has a relatively moderate crime rate when compared to urban counterparts around the world. Although the crime rates in Bangkok is relatively low, non-confrontational crimes of opportunity such as pickpocketing, purse snatching and credit card fraud occur with frequency. According to police statistics, the most common complaint received by the Metropolitan Police Bureau was housebreaking. Traffic accidents are a major hazard in Bangkok. Another serious public health hazard comes from Bangkok stray dogs. Up to 300,000 strays are estimated to roam the city streets, and dog bites are among the most common injuries. Issues often encountered by foreign tourists include scams, overcharging, and dual pricing. In a survey of 616 tourists visiting Thailand, 7.79% reported encountering a scam, the most common of which was the gem scam. Every country has some rather strange, outdated laws that have failed to keep up with modernity and now just seemed weird. Thailand is no different. Here are some of the antiquated ways to run foul of the law in Bangkok. It's illegal to leave the house without wearing underwear. It's illegal to use a durian fruit as a weapon, and the fine levied will be determined by how many thorns strike the victim. It's illegal to step on any Thai currency, either coins or notes, as they carry an image of the king. Citizens of most European countries, Australia, New Zealand and USA enter Thailand for free, being issued a visa exemption on arrival, not more than 45 days for tourism purposes. If you are planning on staying for longer than this, apply for a tourist, work or study visa before traveling. You must have a passport with at least 6 month validity, and it's recommended to have proof of an existing flight or other transport booked and enough money to survive in the country, in case asked. A lot of people want to stay permanently in Thailand, as it is one of the most sought after destinations in Southeast Asia, offering a low yet convenient standard of living. There are a lot of inquiries from foreigners who are constantly on a trip to the land of smiles as to how they can apply for Thai permanent residence status. Obtaining status as a permanent resident in Thailand has many advantages. It allows you to live permanently in Thailand with no requirement to apply for an extension of stay. You can also will be able to buy a condominium without making a bank transfer from abroad. Getting a work permit is also made easier once you have PR status. In addition to this, you can be eligible to become a director of a Thai public company as well as eventually apply to become a naturalized Thai citizen. The annual quota for granting permanent residency in Thailand is a maximum of 100 persons per country. In order to apply to become a Thai permanent resident, you must meet the following criteria. You must have had a Thai non-immigrant visa for at least 3 years prior to submission of your application. Holders of multiple non-immigrant visas cannot apply. You must have 3 consecutive years extensions in order to qualify. You must be a holder of a non-immigrant visa at the time of submitting your application. You must be able to meet one of these categories to apply for PR status in Thailand. Investment category. Minimum 3 to 10 million baht investment in Thailand. Working business category. Support a family or humanitarian category. In this category, you must have a relationship with a Thai citizen. Expert academic category. Other categories as determined by Thai immigration. You should note that the list of required documents for the application depends on the category under which the application is made. Once your application for Thai permanent residency is approved, a residence blue book is issued to you. You must then register your place of residence in Thailand at the local AMFUR and obtain a house card. A week after the receipt of your residence certificate, you can then apply for an alien book at the local police station, which is the equivalent of the Thai national ID card. You must re-register there every year. The residency permit itself never expires unless revoked. To be able to leave the country and return to Thailand, however, requires you to apply for a re-entry permit. You can file an application to become a Thai naturalized citizen after holding permanent residence status in Thailand for 10 consecutive years. Bangkok is among the world's top tourist destinations and has been named the world's most visited city consistently in several international rankings. Of 162 cities worldwide, Mastercard ranked Bangkok as the top destination city by international visitor arrivals in 2018. Bangkok was also named world's best city by Travel Plus Leisure magazine survey of its readers for 4 consecutive years from 2010 to 2013. Bangkok's multi-faced sites, attractions, and city life appeal to a diverse group of tourists. Royal palaces and temples, as well as several museums, constitute its major historical and cultural tourist attractions. Shopping and dining experiences offer a wide range of choices and prices. The city is also famous for its dynamic nightlife. Although Bangkok's sex tourism scene is well known to foreigners, it is usually not openly acknowledged by locals or the government. Bangkok has acquired the nickname Sin City of Asia for its level of sex tourism. Among Bangkok's well-known sites are the Grand Palace and major Buddhist temples, including Wat Phra Kew, Wat Po, and Wat Arun. The Giant Swing and Yerevan Shrine demonstrate Hinduism's deep-rooted influence in Thai culture. An extravagant palace complex that was home to Thai royals for over 200 years is also home to the famous Wat Phra Kew and its Emerald Buddha. The construction of the Grand Palace began in 1792 under the orders of King Rama I, who had recently made Bangkok the new capital city. These days, the sprawling riverside complex is used for ceremonial purposes, and parts are open for people like us to visit. Amongst the ornamentally carved, golden lacquered buildings, the most important is undoubtedly the Wat Phra Kew Temple, which houses Thailand's Palladium, a sculpture said to protect the nation. The Emerald Buddha, while in fact carved from jade and surprisingly only around 45 centimeters in height, has been the country's most venerated icon since its creation in the 5th century. There is a dress code enforced for those entering the Grand Palace and any temples in Bangkok. Cover your shoulders and knees and remove shoes when entering a room with a Buddha statue in. Constructed in the 16th century and located in the historic Ratanakosin Island district, the complex is home to the country's oldest center for public education, home to a school for Thai medicine, and known as the birthplace of Thai massage. More interestingly for visitors, Wat Po houses both the largest collection of Buddha images in Thailand and the largest reclining Buddha statue in the country. At 46 meters long, this gold-plated figure barely fits in the temple that shelters him. The majestic reclining Buddha is well worth a visit, and the ground of the temple provides a lovely peaceful stroll too. The design of the building is the brainchild of the German architect Ole Schirrin. This avant-garde building, with its pixelated design, was inaugurated in 2016, following a 5-year-long construction process. At 314 meters tall, the King Power Makanagon is the tallest building in the country. As well as its height, the Makanagon Tower also is home to one of the most impressive viewpoints in the world, the Makanagon Skywalk. Known as one of Bangkok's liveliest spots filled with backpacker, Khao San Road is one of the most popular places to visit of an evening. Although everyone knows about the area of backpacker paradise, in reality, Khao San Road is a site that no traveler should miss. Restaurants, bars, music, massages, street vendors, food stalls, insects. Khao San Road has it all. And of course, if you are looking for cheap accommodation in this area, you are in luck. You are sure to find plenty of cheap hotels and hostels. Wat Arun is one of Bangkok's most important Buddhist temples. It's named after Aruna, the Hindu god of dawn, and its distinctive spires or prang make it one of Thailand's most identifiable landmarks. At around 82 meters in height, the central prang of the Wat Arun temple is the highest in Bangkok. The Temple of Dawn, as it's alternatively known, was constructed in the style of Khmer architecture, recalling the sanctuaries of Cambodia. The tallest central prang is said to represent Mount Meru, which is the center of the world Tibetan Buddhist cosmology, with the 4 surrounding smaller prangs, each housing images of the 4 guardian gods. Bangkok could quite legitimately claim to be the massage capital of the world, with spas and schools offering endless different types of massage on every corner. Thai massage, according to traditional teaching, should be part of your normal health and beauty regime and not just a special pampering treat. Traditional Thai massage combines acupressure, Indian Ayurvedic therapies and yoga positions, and often uses herbal compresses. These days, however, pretty much every type of massage can be found all over the city, and you are sure to find something to suit you, whether it's for your health or just to relax after a long day walking around Bangkok. Bangkok Chinatown is commonly referred to as the largest in the world, and anyone who has spent time navigating the endless alleyways of this sprawling area is unlikely to disagree. Known locally as Yawara, Chinatown in Bangkok is home to over 1 million ethnic Chinese, usually of the 2nd or 3rd generation. In the daytime, shops and stalls sell products at some of the cheapest prices in the city, and at night their area is transformed into a street food haven. The area around Yaowarat is one of the most vibrant and interesting for inquisitive tourists, and a day of exploring is definitely advised. On top of this, Chinatown also boasts the largest solid gold Buddha in the world. Housed inside Wat Thai Myth, the 5.5-ton Buddha was hidden inside plaster for hundreds of years and was only discovered when it was accidentally dropped while moving it. From swanky rooftop venues to super clubs hosting international DJs to those infamous go-go bars, Bangkok has nightlife to suit everyone. Bangkok became a popular destination with international tourists in large part because of its nightlife, made famous by the go-go bars, that is to say, the red light district type of evening entertainment. Keep in mind that most bars and clubs officially close at midnight, although some places have licenses to remain open until 1 or 2 a.m. Many clubs and nightclubs in Bangkok have a dress code. As a general rule, shorts and sandals are not allowed. Bangkok has several parks, although this amount to a per capita total park area of only 1.82 square meters in the city proper. Greenbelt areas include about 700 square kilometers of rice paddies and orchards on the eastern and western edges of the city, although their primary purpose is to serve as flood detention basins rather than to limit urban expansion. Lumpini Park is one of the largest green spaces in central Bangkok. Park offers rare open public space, trees and playgrounds in the Thai capital and contains an artificial lake where visitors can rent boats. Paths around the park, totaling approximately 2.5 kilometers in length, are a popular area for morning and evening joggers. Officially, cycling is only permitted during the day between the times of 10 to 15 o'clock. There is a smoking ban throughout the park. Dogs are not allowed except certified guide dogs only. Lumpini Park is regarded as the first public park in Bangkok and Thailand. As one of Bangkok's few green spaces, Lumpini Park is great for a bit of nature, and you are likely to stumble up its famed Lumpini lizards. The harmless monitor lizards have always lived in the park. Apart from Lumpini Park, Benjakkiti and Benjasiri parks are popular green areas for tourists. More parks are expected to be created through the Green Bangkok 2030 project, which aims to leave the city with 10 square meters of green space per person, including 30% of the city having tree cover. Bangkok's transportation system was originally based on water travel. The city's maze of canals connected with the river earned it the name Venice of the East. The advent of the automobile, however, brought drastic changes. The number of vehicles in the city increased and a shortage of road space developed. The problem was met first by filling in most of the smaller and number of the larger canals. This proved to be more than an aesthetic loss. However, because the waterway system had served to drain the waterlogged delta, flooding of the lower-lying parts of the city thus became increasingly frequent. Furthermore, the measure did not solve the problem of lack of space. Traffic became so congested that it became increasingly difficult. Bangkok's rapid growth has put a large strain on infrastructure, and traffic jams have plagued the city since the 1990s. Although rail transport was introduced in 1893 and trams served the city from 1888 to 1968. It was only 1999 that Bangkok's first rapid transit system began operation. Bangkok is served by 4 rapid transit systems: the BTS SkyTrain, the MRT, the SRT Red Lines, and the elevated airport rail link. Older public transport system includes an extensive bus network and boat services which still operate on the Chao Phraya and 2 canals. Taxis appear in the form of cars, motorcycles, and tuk-tuk auto rickshaws. Taxis in Bangkok are among the cheapest in the world. An interesting fact about Bangkok is its funky-colored taxis roaming the streets in bright pink, orange, yellow, green, and red blue. This only serves to signify the different companies and don't differ much in terms of features or fares. Meters have been required for car taxis since 1992, while tuk-tuk fares are usually negotiated. Motorcycle taxis operate from regulated ranks with either fixed or negotiable fares and are usually employed for relatively short journeys. Beware of any which refuse to go by meters or are over-eager to show you around. Bangkok has an extensive bus network providing local transit services within the Greater Bangkok area. Buses, minibus, vans, and Songthaew operated on a total of 470 routes throughout the region. A separate bus rapid transit system has been in operation since 2010. The city's overall traffic conditions, however, remain poor. The extent of the problem is such that the Thai Traffic Police has a unit of officers trained in basic midwifery in order to assist deliveries which do not reach hospital in time. Although the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration has created bicycle routes along the several roads totaling 230 kilometers, cycling is still largely impractical, especially in the city center. Poor surface maintenance, encroachment by hawkers and street vendors, and a hostile environment for cyclists and pedestrians make cycling and walking unpopular methods of getting around in Bangkok. Several ride-hailing super apps operate within the city, including Grab, offering car and motorbike options. The Estonian company Bolt launched airport transfer and ride-hailing services in 2020. Ride-sharing startup MoveMe launched in 2018 and operates an electric tuk-tuk service in 9 areas across the city. Bangkok is one of the Asia's busiest air transport hubs. 2 commercial airports serve the city, the older Don Mueang International Airport and the newer Suvarnabhumi Airport. Suvarnabhumi, which replaced Don Mueang as Bangkok's main airport after its opening in 2006, served 52 million passengers in 2015, making it the world's 20th busiest airport by passenger volume. Suvarnabhumi is undergoing expansion to increase its capacity to 90 million. Centuries-old maritime transport of goods is still conducted through Klong Toei Port. The port handles nearly all the nation's imports and exports. Because of its high proportion of school-age citizens, Bangkok's educational facilities are overburdened. There are too few schools and the standard of instruction varies. However, literacy is extremely high. Education is free for Thai nationals at government schools. Private primary and secondary schools run by foreign religious missions train the children of the elite. There are many private Chinese primary schools and night schools. The The city has several universities. One of Bangkok's oldest and largest temples, Wat Po, long a traditional center of learning, is often considered the city's first university. The city is home to the country's 5 oldest universities: Chulalongkorn, Thammasat, Kasetsart, Mahidol, and Silpakorn. Over the past few decades, the general trend of pursuing a university degree has prompted the founding of new universities to meet the needs of Thai students. Bangkok became not only a place where immigrants and provincial Thais go for job opportunities, but also for a chance to receive a university degree. QS World University Rankings has ranked 8 Thailand universities among the best universities in the world. There are over 15,000 international students studying in Thailand, and the number is increasing every year, and most of these students study in Bangkok. Most universities follow the Western semester system to align well with the global community. Apart from public universities, there are a significant number of private universities offering globally recognized degree programs to international students in Bangkok. For international students, the average cost of tuition fees varies from $14,000 to $28,000 depending on the program. International students are asked to apply for a 1-year Thai student visa and need to extend it every year. Thailand student visa cost is around $70. Once you get the Thai student visa, you need to notify the immigration office of your current Thailand address for every 90 days. International students can work part-time up to 20 hours per week. To apply for a Thailand student visa, you must submit the following documents. Bangkok has most of the country's hospitals and clinics. There are government homes for the indigent, handicapped and aged. Family planning clinics have proliferated in recent years. In the 1990s, cases of AIDS increased among Bangkok's prostitutes and drug users. The government has established special wards in hospitals to treat patients afflicted with the disease and has taken other measures to prevent the spread of HIV infection. Thailand's universal healthcare system is implemented through public hospitals and health centers as well as participating private providers. The city is home to 42 public as well as 98 private hospitals and 4,063 registered clinics. Lately, especially in the private sector, there has been much growth in medical tourism, with hospitals such as Burminggrand and Bangkok Hospital among others providing services specifically catering to foreigners. The cost of living in Bangkok differs in many ways from other provinces in Thailand. In Bangkok, the districts are very different from each other. In the neighborhood, there may be an area with skyscrapers, well-groomed streets reminiscent of the center of New York, and its complete opposites, a dirty slum already reminiscent of large cities in India. Homes generally consist of small detached one or two-story wooden houses or row houses. Most of these are overcrowded because there are far too few of them to house the expanding population. Government programs alone are insufficient to meet the housing shortage, and funds from the World Bank have been used to build low-income housing. Luxury housing, mostly for the wealthy foreign community, usually takes the form of large modern two-story masonry structures set in private compounds. High-rise offices, hotels and condominiums are increasingly common. Thailand might not have the lowest cost of living in the world, but compared to North America, Europe, Australia or Japan, Thailand is downright cheap. I have talked to people who stay in rooms for as little as $5 per night. You can rent a fully furnished studio apartment in a nice building for $450 per month. You can eat street food every day for $1 per meal. If you want to take part in a higher level of food and lodging, there are plenty of places for that as well. If you are starting an online business where you could work from anywhere in the world, keeping your costs low is your first priority. Bangkok is perfect for that. Teaching is a top go-to job for foreigners wanting to work in Bangkok. The opportunities are numerous and diverse, as are their salaries. For a university-educated foreigner with teaching credentials, the reward can be a salary package on a par with their home country. An inexperienced teacher can expect to start on a salary ranging from 30,000 to 40,000 baht per month. And this is far higher than what most skilled Thai people earn. There are many chefs, musicians and guest relations staff from all over the world living and working in the Thai capital. On top of that, many hotel managers come from overseas to take up positions within the hospitality sector. Working in a hotel is quite demanding and the hours can be long, but the potential rewards are excellent. With an interesting job doing something you are passionate about, as well as the possibility of career development. Just like teaching, salaries vary dramatically depending on your position, education and experience. The ability to speak multiple languages is especially valued in the hospitality sector. For some people, wearing a shirt and tie is no longer an option. If you are looking for more action and adventure on your new chosen path, the life under the sea as a scuba diving instructor might be a perfect fit for you. Of course, you will need to be fully qualified and accredited as a dive instructor first. As a dive instructor, your pay will be a percentage of the group course fees, typically 15-20%. The dive instructor could expect to earn up to 12,000 baht for the 4-day course. Thanks to the tropical climate, Thailand is blessed with amazing dive sites. Bangkok has become a hub for movie production in Asia. American, Indian and European production companies see Bangkok as the ideal location for shooting a movie thanks to the combination of low cost and modern facilities. Combine these opportunities with Thailand's own burgeoning movie industry and you can see the prospects out there for talented actors and actresses. Wages range from 2,000 bahts per day for an extra in a group scene up to 100,000 bahts for a main character role. Whether it's an IT services company or a specialty bar and restaurant, there are plenty of opportunities to set up your own business in Bangkok. Starting your own business in Thailand is the true exotic fairy tale for many foreigners, but to prevent your experience in turning into a nightmare, there is a figurative minefield of bureaucratic red tape and outdated laws to deal with. The first thing to understand is starting a business in Bangkok requires very good legal representation. Thai law dictates that a foreigner can only own a maximum of 49% of a business, not the most reassuring information. This is not an insurmountable problem, but to ensure you are not swindled out of your hard-earned cash, legal documents need to be prepared. The visa situation is also fairly complicated for most people. Hopefully this will dissuade most people from risking their life savings on a half-baked dream with little planning and virtually no chance of success. But for those of you who have a great idea, a clear business plan and enough money to get it started, setting up in Bangkok is as good as anywhere in the world. Thai society, particularly the entrepreneurial community, is extremely receptive to foreign companies wishing to establish operations locally. You will find that the Thai system and infrastructure are ready for you and your company to help you hit the ground running. Foreign investment, both in terms of financial and human capital, is very much welcome in Thailand. Over the past 2 decades or so, the authorities have worked toward making the country's environment more favorable for foreign organizations and businesses. Thailand boasts not just a large but also a highly versatile workforce. As per the country Board of Investment, 94% of all males and 90% of all females in Thailand are literate. This means that any foreign investor will be able to benefit from a large pool of skilled and educated workforce. Alongside being flexible and educated, Thailand's workforce is also known for its cost effectiveness compared to their Western counterparts. A quick escape from Bangkok's busy streets and sprawling center might seem tough, but think again. You will be surprised by how many great places you can visit near Bangkok and visit easily. A trip to Thailand would not be complete without visiting the Ayutthaya Historical Park. This is one of the main historical places to visit near Bangkok. Ayutthaya was founded in 1350 and later became the ancient capital city of Thailand, then known as Siam. By the year 1700, it was apparently the largest city in the world. The Burmese sacked the old capital in 1767, causing it to be moved downriver to where Bangkok stands today. There are countless temples all around Ayutthaya which are open every day. You may even find yourself alone, awash in archaeology at some of the less popular temple sites. Khao Swat is a huge waterfall located in Khao Yai National Park, one of the closest national parks to Bangkok. This waterfall was one of the filming locations for the movie The Beach. It is best to visit Khao Swat waterfall as part of a bigger trip to Khao Yai National Park. The national park is also home to animals like elephants, bears, leopards, deers, otters and gibbons. Koh Chang is an amazing tropical island located just a few hours from Bangkok off the coast of Trat. That's the last province as you head east to Cambodia. Koh Chang has loads of outdoor activities such as hiking trails, waterfalls, incredible mountain lookouts, snorkeling, scuba diving, or just relaxing on the beach. You can even go island hopping to beautiful places like Koh Wai, Koh Mak and Koh Koot. There is plenty of boats which depart from the southern end of the island at Bang Bao Pier. Wandering the beautifully manicured 200 acres of the ancient city provides a microcosm of Thai culture and history. Famous archaeological sites, some of which are difficult to reach or no longer standing, have been tastefully recreated. Photogenic monuments, temple replicas, Buddha statues and gardens provide a peaceful respite from the city along with the chance to learn a bit about Thailand. In fact, the entire park is actually shaped like Thailand. Koh Larn is located just about 2 hours drive from Bangkok. It's pretty much the closest island to Bangkok worth visiting. Check out Tavoyam Beach on the north coast and Tien Beach on the west coast. If you want to spend a night on Koh Larn, your best option is the east coast, where you will find lots of budget and boutique hotels. Kanchanaburi has the most worldwide history you will find near Bangkok and in all of Thailand. Prisoners of war captured by the Japanese were forced into slave labor to build what is known as the Death Railway. It consists of a number of sites including the bridge over the River Kwai, Hellfire Pass and other sections of track. Erawan Falls are one of favorite places to visit near Bangkok for a naturescape. Water flows all year, but it's best to visit during the wet season, April to October. The park can close during very heavy rain due to safety concerns. Throughout the dry season, the pools have water, but the stream can be just a trickle. You can visit as a long day trip from Bangkok, but there are so many other attractions in Kanchanaburi that it's worth staying a few nights. increasing of tourists visiting each year has proven that Bangkok is always a popular city for tourists. Buried in the noise of tuk-tuks and constant activity is the city of Bangkok, where mapless exploration always leads to fun discovery. Enjoy the usual city comforts of megamalls and modern spaces before turning towards its collection of golden temples and shrines. Follow your nose to Bangkok's countless street markets stuffed with spicy, sour, sweet and salty flavors. Then hop on a boat to reach their floating markets.